Alright, so we are done with the front and we are on the neckline for the back. So we've already constructed how deep we want the neckline to look like. So the next thing is to reconstruct the armhole. So to reconstruct the armhole, remember we are working with, we have an off-shoulder standard measurement, which is your shoulder. Okay, this is my shoulder. Divide is 8 inches, minus 8 inches minus 1.5. We are using 1.5 because we already have a dart of 1.5. So I love to work like this and it works perfectly. So 8 minus 1.5 will give us 6.5. So I'll just come in from my contour line on this off shoulder line. I'll measure from that point and I'll measure at 6.5. So this is my 6.5. I'll simply bring it down to the neckline. Okay, so I just trace it from that line to the neckline, and now I'm going to connect my off shoulder. Can you see? So remember the off shoulder is slanted, it's usually slanted, so I'm going to slant it. Make sure you slant your shoulder, okay, from that point. So your ruler, okay, so you can see how I slanted my ruler to that point. Okay, so I just want to cross check what I have from here to here. Can you see? I have a 5.5, and from here I have 5.25. okay, so the 2 inches, remember we took from here to here at 0.75 and this at 0.5, so definitely there will be, this will be a little longer by 0.25, and it's okay, it does not affect anything at all. So we are done with the off shoulder bodies right now, both front and back. So I'm going to cut what we have right here, and we'll be using what we have right here to construct our sleeves. So I will be taking the measurement of what I have from how off I want my shoulder to be. Okay, so this is it, 3.5, and from here 3.5. so please take note of that. We'll be making use of it for the construction of our sleeves. So from this line to this line, we'll be using it to construct our sleeve, 3.5. so whatever off you have, that is what you will use for the construction of your sleeve for a perfect fit. So I'll start off my cutting from the back. So I'm cutting through the contour line, as you can see. So I'm using this line, which is from the chest line, so that is why I go in it this way. So if you want to use this, it means you cut up to this point. So I'll now come over to the side, and I'm going to cut out what I have on my sleeve. Can you see? So my back bodies of shoulder is ready. Now I'm going to cut what I have on the side of this through my bust accommodation, and I'll go on my off shoulder. I'll go through the waistline. I'll go through the center front line, and I'll go through this line because that is the line of the off shoulder we are working with. So I'll just take it right here. Okay, so I'll be closing my bust dart, but before I close my bust dart, I'll cut through my contour line. So I take take off the dart so I'll be able to close up my bust dart. So this is my bust dart. I'm going to apply my adhesive. I'm applying my adhesive on it so I'll be able to close it off. Okay, sorry, you are not supposed to cut it off completely. Okay, so this is my bust dart. So I have closed it up. So I'm going to, the bust accommodation is supposed to be 0.75, but it's like I went above it, so I'll just reshape it. In case you have it like that, just place your pattern ruler and reshape. Just cut through a line I reshaped. Can you see? So bust that is accommodated now. So I'm going to cut off what I have, but before I cut off, I call this my F1 and I call this my F2. So I'll be cutting this way, and I'll be cutting this way. So I take off my over bust dart. So at this point, if you feel you have a pointed part, just blend it up. Can you see? So I just blended it up so it's not that sharp. So this is what we have for the off-shoulder bodies now. I'll just match it up from chest line to chest line to be sure they are equal. Can you see? So at this point, I noticed there's a little different, just very slight difference. Okay, so I'll just come in with my pattern ruler now. I'm going to reshape what I have at that point. So putting it together, I don't want to add, I want to take off. So you have to make sure your chest line is matching up before you do this. So I'll just use this part because I need that part straight. Okay, so I'll just use this part pointing from there to the tip. Can you see that? So I'm taking off what I have right here. So I cut off what I have right here. So once it's cut off from the chest line, can you see everything matches up accordingly and it's fine. So this is the what you need. F1 will be cut 2 times and F2 will be cut on fold. That is the front bodies. And then this is what we have for the back. Can you see? So now we want to jump into the sleeves right away.